Yeah. I mean,
that is huge.
Yeah, we're going to take an ad break. I mean, it just, the crazy thing to me, and I feel like the reason why, I mean, watching AERODROME, I feel obviously AERODROME is having maybe more attention because of the obviously Coinbase listing, and then Coinbase Ventures literally saying they're going to get behind it. So that drags a lot of eyes. And then you also have, it's kind of, to a lot of people that would hate this, meme season has really drove volume to where the chains are. Like obviously Solana has just blown up and is still blowing up with memes. Base is starting to have its own meme season and things are popping up left and right. And Optimism, though, it has still, like, at least from what I've seen, hasn't had that reaction yet. And what I want to dive into once we come back from the ad break is this whole Superchain narrative that is coming up more and more, and what you think that could actually play in VELODROME and AERODROME's rise to being the top DEXs used. So let's take an ad break and then we'll be right back.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. We are in episode 100, so make sure you smash that like button. Appreciate y'all for all tapping in. Those are ads from our sponsors. Big shout out to Non-Fungible Domains, Examarket, Gora, and Lofty AI. So we'll pass it back to you, Alexander. Can you talk about the Superchain narrative and what's happening over there?
And also, big shout out to, I see Base God in the chat. Shout out to Base God. That's one of the big meme coin communities that is over on Base. I have some, thank you, Base God, in my wallet and am bullish on what you guys are building. So I just love the vibes on Base. If you also want to talk about some AERODROME as well, feel free. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive into this whole Superchain idea.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm a big fan of Base God as well. Jesse describes it as the religion of Base, and I guess I am fully converted. So
religion of Base.
I say memes have power.
Too.
Yeah, memes have power, and the memes from Base God and all the some of the bigger ones out there, Toshi and Mochi and Degen. Obviously, it's been a lot of fun for sure seeing some of these communities rise up. But
yeah, but let's talk Superchain. So I mean, Superchain basically just comes down to the question of how do we scale Ethereum, right? If you are a believer in the Ethereum vision, the decentralized ethos of it, we know and have known for a long time that for us to reach kind of critical mass, right, for it to truly be like the language of a new financial system, as well as any number of other potential use cases that it needs to scale. And we've known for a long time that a big part of that scaling will come through layer 2 chains, right, that are building on top of Ethereum, and sharing a degree of the security assumptions associated with Ethereum. but bring that sort of speed, that user experience, application specific chains, right, that can really optimize for particular use cases, et cetera, et cetera. But the challenge with that, as we all know, is fragmentation. We, for this system to work, we need like the deepest pools in the world, right? Deeply accessible, no matter where you are. We don't need to split that onto 50 different chains. If you want to interact with great applications, games, things like that, you don't want to be bridging between 50 different ecosystems in order to be able to access that. So the vision of the Superchain is essentially we're going to build an interconnected set of chains. Some of those chains will likely be very much generalizable blockchains, like the ones that we've seen from Optimism, Mainnet, Base, Mode, and others. And they're all going to have their particular flavor, right? Base is where Coinbase is going to onboard users and integrate their products deeply. Mode is an exciting one, kind of in a blast model, right, where it's all about taking all of the value creation and redistributing it to the people who are a part of creating it. Then you've got folks like Zora, right, very focused on NFTs. Fractal has an incredible vision, if you've seen what Frax has been talking about in the last week, for how they want to grow and scale.